So this is a quick update video in what is going on with my life. So I've handed in my notice to my manager, and it looks like I'm going to be leaving my job 4 weeks from now. He tried to offer me an alternative to work part-time. I'm going to think about it. Maybe I can just work 2 days a week, and then 5 days a week I can focus on my making money online, figuring out how to make money online. Look, guys, working full-time in this day and age, making minimum wage, is completely unacceptable. No one should be doing this in the 21st century. Working full time in a job where you're there for 11 hours a day, just like the way I was, Monday to Friday, and then you're making minimum wage, like $30,000 a year. It's unacceptable. And when you add in the commute to work and the commute back from work, you're looking at a 14-hour, 15-hour day. And on the weekend, you're so tired from working in this job that you just want to lie down, relax, and you don't have the energy to do anything. The reality is, money, not making enough money, has the highest impact on all other areas of your life. There is 4 areas of life which everyone is trying to improve at. It's health, wealth, relationship, and happiness. Out of these 4 areas, the area which will have the highest impact on all other areas, if you don't have it under control, is wealth, is money. You don't have to be that rich. You don't have to be very wealthy. If you're struggling to make minimum wage, the survival amount of money, then that will have the highest impact on your health. Right now, like, I don't go to the gym. I'm struggling to go to the gym. Monday to Friday, I can't go to the gym because I'm too tired. I can't do my cardio. I can't do my weights. And then on the weekends, I'm so tired from doing Monday to Friday that I can't go to the gym. I just want to lie down. I don't want to do anything. So that's the health out of the window. Relationships is going to suffer because you're not going to be able to spend quality time with your friends, with your family, with your spouse if you have one. And the other area which is going to suffer, obviously, is happiness. You're not going to be happy with this kind of lifestyle. So this is the reason why I had to hand in my notice, my 4 week notice, and leave this job. If they offer me a part-time position, great. If they don't, then I'm leaving. And I'm dedicating myself to figuring out how to make my first dollar online. Why do I keep saying how to make your first dollar online? Why am I not aiming for $10,000 a month, just like the way everyone is aiming right now on YouTube? Look, the reality is, the skills that you're going to develop in order to make your first dollar online is going to be the same skills that you're going to be using in order to make $100 a month, $10,000 a month, and more than that if you want to. And the reality is, I am a complete beginner when it comes to making money online. I don't know exactly how to go about doing it. I did study a lot of people on YouTube who managed to make a decent amount of money online, but the reality is I haven't done it myself. The closest analogy I can give you to this, and it's an analogy which is relevant to me because obviously I go to the gym, is when I first started going to the gym 10 years ago. I was a complete beginner, of course. I would look at the advice on YouTube. There is so many conflicting advice. People would tell you to train 5 days a week doing bro split. Other people would say no, train with a 3-day split, push-pull legs. Someone else would say no, train with a upper-lower split. Another person would say no, train full body, do that. And then within those splits, there is different rep ranges. So someone would say 12 reps is the best. Another person would say no, 5x5 is the best. Another person would say no, 5-3-1 is the best. It's just so much conflicting advice when it comes to fitness online. It's the same thing with how to make money online. There is so much conflicting advice on how to make money online. I did watch and observe and study a lot of people online who managed to make money, but the reality is, because I haven't taken that first step, it's all conflicting advice to me. One person would say, this is how to make your first $10,000 a month. Another person would say, no, that's not how you make it. This is how you do it. One person would say drop shipping. Another person would say, no, you need to sell a service. Another person would say, no, you need to sell a product. It's just conflicting advice. And for a beginner, it's overwhelming. And this is the main reason why I started this channel for you guys, for the beginners out there. I am a beginner myself. Until now, I have not figured out how to make my first dollar online. And this is what makes me stand out, I believe, from everyone else. Because look, the fact is, if there was someone on YouTube right now who documented their process, the learning process, from the first moment they made that realization that they need to make money online, which I made that realization a couple of weeks ago, to the moment that they have made their first dollar online, if they've documented that entire journey, the first dollar that they made, the challenges that they faced, how they overcame these challenges, the skills that they had to develop, the limiting beliefs that they had to overcome, the habits that they had to incorporate. If they would have recorded that entire journey and then posted it online, we would benefit from it, guys. Us beginners would really benefit from it. And the same with fitness. If someone recorded the entire fitness journey for me on how to go from beginner to intermediate to advanced, I would have benefited from it so much. But the reality was, I had to discover my own way. I had to navigate this entire conflicting advice YouTube channels in order to figure out my own path. So this is why it is important to know where you are and be humble. Look, I am humble, guys. I am a beginner. I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't made my first dollar online. And until now, I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know what I am doing. But I've been studying this topic. I've been researching. I've been observing a lot of people. It's time to take massive action now. So I'm going to be recording my journey for you guys. I'm going to be documenting my journey, the challenges that I am facing, the problems that I am facing. There's a number of problems right now which are presenting itself to me. Obviously, I've mentioned the first problem, which is conflicting advice. The second problem that I am facing right now is this possible? Can I really do it? Self-doubt is another problem that I am experiencing right now. Obviously the self-doubt manifests itself in so many different ways. For example, maybe I'm not articulate enough. Maybe I stutter a lot. Maybe I use a lot of filler words in my videos. There is a lot of limiting beliefs and thoughts that keeps popping in your head. Maybe this journey is not for you, Ahmed. Maybe it was a big mistake that you've handed in your notice, your 4 weeks notice. And look, no one recorded this journey, the early stages of the journey. I'm going through these thoughts right now. But I know that everyone, pretty much everyone, if I'm going through it right now, I'm pretty sure there's other people who went through the same thoughts, the same limiting beliefs, the same challenges. And it's just a matter of figuring out how to overcome these problems and then sharing my knowledge and my learning and my findings with the people who are one step behind me or two steps behind me. Because the reality is, everyone on YouTube right now is 100 steps ahead of me. Like a person is making $10,000 a month. How can I relate to someone who's making $10,000 a month, guys? I can't relate with that person. He's so far ahead of me that his advice is not applicable to my situation right now. And someone who makes $1,000 a month, yeah, maybe that person I can relate with him more because he's a number of steps ahead of me, but still he's still far ahead of me that his advice is not practical and actionable, you know? So I do have a good understanding of the principles, and that's the most important thing, understanding the principles of how to make money online. But the how-to, there is a lot of conflicting advice on the how-tos. This is the problem. A lot of people might agree with each other on the principles, but when it comes to applying it, they differ. I'll give you an example. So there's a principle in diet and fat loss, which is calories in and calories out. So if you're not losing weight, that means the calories that you're consuming is the same as the energy that you're expending. And if you want to lose weight, you need to either reduce the calories or increase the energy expenditure. So that law, everyone agrees with each other in the fitness industry in that law. But the problem comes when it's time to do the application part of this law, the law of calories in versus calories out. Some people will say you need to use a vegan diet. Other people will say, oh, you need to use if it fits your macros diet. Other people will say you need to use this kind of diet, that kind of diet. Other people will say, no, diet doesn't really matter. Exercise is the most important thing. Exercise and cardio. So they all agree on the principle, but the application and how to apply that principle differs between the different people in YouTube. And this applies to making money as well. There is these different principles. For example, motivation. At the beginning, you're not going to feel motivated, some people would say. Other people say if you're not motivated, it's not your niche, or it's not your path to take. And then there's the principle of passion, which keeps coming back a lot. Some people say passion is very important. You need to be passionate about it. Other people will say, "Oh, passion is nonsense. You don't need passion." It's like conflicting advice. Some people say learning is important. Other people say, no, you need to start taking action and jump in before you start learning. And then some people say you need to do this. Other people say the complete opposite. It's like so much conflicting advice. So for a beginner like me, this is overwhelming. But I've discovered obviously these simple principles that I've just mentioned right now. I know that there's some truth to some of what these people are saying, and there's some truth to what those people are saying, and truth is usually in the middle of the extremes. So right now, the most important thing that I am going to be focusing on is enjoyment. I think enjoyment is very important for me personally. And to be honest with you, right now, this process of handing in my notice and starting a YouTube channel and everything is not 100% enjoyable. I'm not enjoying every minute of it. There is glimpses of enjoyment here and there, but my focus right now is to increase the enjoyment. Increase the enjoyment, figure out a sustainable schedule that I can stick to, a sustainable schedule of posting videos, number one, a sustainable schedule of editing the videos, of practicing my craft, all the different steps in order to make a good YouTube videos. I'm doing a lot of research in the topic. Right now, this is what I am focusing on mainly, enjoying the simple process. And then in the future, if I make another aha moment, I'm going to be sharing it in my journey, my developmental journey, how I'm going to be developing slowly, step by step, until I finally make my first dollar online. Because there is a number of skills that you need to have in place in order for you to make your first dollar online. These skills are being able to speak clearly, recording a video, being happy and comfortable with showing your face on the video, editing the videos, being persuasive when you're talking in your video, being a good public speaker, not speaking too fast, not speaking too slow, not stuttering, not using filler words. These are all basic skills that you need to have in place in order to make your first dollar online. And these are universal skills that you need to develop. Maybe I would call it universal skills, because obviously everyone who managed to make money online, they would need to have these basic skills under their belt in order to make money online. There's no one on the internet who is not a good speaker and making good money. You're just not going to see it, you know? You're not going to see someone who's making a lot of money and he's not persuasive, or he's not charismatic, you know? And charisma is actually something that you can develop over the years. There's a good book on this subject. It's called The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox Cabane, I think her name is. She goes through different examples in history of people who managed to develop their charisma. So I think you should check out this book, The Charisma Myth. And yeah, this is where I am at mentally. I'm a bit anxious, obviously, because of this massive decision that I have made in order to leave my job, or maybe if they offer me part-time, reduce my hours. I'm not sure what the future holds, but to be very honest with you, doing something is better than doing nothing, guys. We have to take the first step in this journey. Come take this journey with me, guys, the journey of making my first dollar online. It would be very nice if you guys join me in this journey. I know the majority of my audience have not managed to make their first dollar online. Guys, I'm documenting my journey. These are my discoveries, my findings, the problems I am facing on my way to making my first dollar online. And I am happy to share it with you guys. And I'll see you in the next video.